Let's jump right into this explainer. Think of this as your ultimate masterclass for building and, crucially, legally marketing a digital product business, totally without the burnout. We're going to take all those scattered puzzle pieces of the creator economy and snap them together into one seamless workflow. So whether you're a seasoned pro or you're just starting out monetizing your knowledge, this is all about working smarter, not harder.
So here's our roadmap. First, the digital creator blueprint. Second, creating AI lead magnets. Third, setting up your storefront. Fourth, automating your Instagram sales. And finally, number 5, staying FTC compliant. We're taking a straight, linear journey from coming up with the idea all the way to execution.
All right, Section 1, the digital creator blueprint. The goal here? Build your knowledge business without the burnout. Let's kick off this first phase by looking at some of the really common traps creators fall into. You absolutely know the drill, right? Burnout from endless content creation, zero sales because the user journey is just too clunky, and that very real looming threat of FTC fines because marketing laws just keep shifting under your feet. If you're feeling overwhelmed by the technical setup, the content grind, or the legal rules, well, this linear blueprint is exactly what you need to take away from this. We are going to systemize your success.
Moving on to Section 2, creating AI lead magnets. We're going to turn transcripts into assets in under 10 minutes. Now, what's really fascinating about this next phase is how we can generate a high-quality product using content you already have lying around.
Look, the internet is already completely overflowing with generic, robotic text. Our goal here is to entirely avoid this generic AI soup. So how do we do that? By feeding a large language model a highly human, highly opinionated, and maybe even a slightly rambly transcript of your past coaching calls, YouTube videos, or podcasts. The AI isn't the creator here, it's literally just your editor. Your lived experience is the raw material. Honestly, that should take a huge weight off your shoulders.
So here's your playbook for that 10-minute creation workflow. First up, just grab your transcript. You can pull this right from YouTube or a tool like Descript. Then, feed it into an AI, let's say Claude. But here's the real secret. Do not just ask for a final product right out of the gate. Use 2 distinct prompts, one to generate an outline, and a second to actually expand that outline into engaging copy. Finally, you just pop that generated text straight into a Canva doc to make it look beautiful and export it as a polished PDF. Boom. Done. The absolutely crucial piece here is how you prompt Claude. You want to explicitly instruct the AI to match the unique tone of your transcript. And actually, here's a really fun, surprisingly specific tip. Tell it to banish M dashes. Seriously, those long dashes are a dead giveaway for AI writing these days, and they'll instantly break trust with your reader. Also, make sure your prompt bridges smoothly to a call to action, something like a booking link for a one-on-one call. Oh, and inject a little urgency when you promote it. Don't just leave your PDF sitting out there forever. Give people a real reason to grab them today.
Okay, Section 3, setting up your storefront. We're talking about hosting on Gumroad with zero friction. Now that you've got this beautifully formatted, highly human PDF, you actually need a place to sell it, right? Gumroad is honestly the perfect tool for this because they act as the merchant of record, which basically just means they take on the legal headache of the sale for you. They handle global sales tax, the EU VAT, the checkout processing, the whole shebang. You just set up your branded profile, connect your bank account, and upload your files directly. A professional-looking banner and a nice, clear avatar will go a long way in building instant trust with your buyers here. Now, I want to pause for a second because this next part is absolutely vital. You legally must submit your tax forms truthfully, using your real identity. If you're in the US, that means a W-9. International sellers, you'll need a W-8 BEN. If you try to skip this or, use fake information, your hard-earned payouts are going to be delayed or just withheld entirely by the platform. Please, handle the business side up front so your money actually flows smoothly.
Moving right along to Section 4, automating your Instagram sales. This is a 2026 playbook for driving traffic. Okay, so the shop is live and compliant. But a shop sitting out in the middle of the desert isn't going to make any money.
The data on this is just staggering. The old link in bio strategy is literally leaking your leads. A typical bio link might scrape together, 30 to 80 clicks per 1,000 profile visits? But the new way, comment to DM automation, is a total game changer. You just tell your followers to comment a trigger word, like routine, and an automated system instantly shoots the purchase link straight into their direct messages. By shrinking that buyer's journey from 3 frustrating clicks down to just 1 seamless interaction, we're seeing massive conversion rates, sometimes up to 64%. It completely crushes those traditional link in bio metrics. All right, final stretch. Section 5, staying FTC compliant. How to market legally without tanking conversions. Getting those conversions is super exhilarating for sure, but here is exactly where we need to be incredibly careful with all this automated marketing.
$53,088. Let that sink in. That is the maximum civil penalty for a single undisclosed post handed out by the FTC in 2026. And remember, that's per post, not per account. If you automate an undisclosed affiliate link across, say, 10 different reels, your exposure just crossed $500,000. No way around it. The stakes are incredibly high.
So to avoid that nightmare fine, you absolutely have to understand this concept of a material connection. Even if a brand isn't paying you a flat sponsorship fee, simply earning a percentage of a sale from a Gumroad affiliate link makes it a material connection. And that connection must be disclosed clearly to your audience. Transparency isn't just a nice-to-have anymore, it's literally the law.
So what does a proper disclosure actually look like in the real world? Well, the FTC requires plain, clear language placed before the recommendation. Clear tags like #ad or just simply writing affiliate link work perfectly. Vague tags, things like collab, partner, SP, or trying to bury the hashtag below the more fold at the bottom of your caption, that will flag you as non-compliant. Don't try to be cute with this, just be clear. Every single corner of Instagram actually has its own specific rule. The core philosophy here is that a typical follower shouldn't have to hunt, scroll, or tap to figure out that you're selling something. For Reels, you need a text overlay right in the first 3 seconds, plus it needs to be up in the caption. On Stories, that disclosure sticker has to sit there for the full 15-second duration, so don't go hiding it behind your profile picture. Basically, every surface on the platform demands its own specific approach.
Now I know what you might be thinking. Well, I'll just use the official Instagram toggle. Scratch that. Stop right there. Never rely solely on platform features for this. The FTC has officially ruled that Instagram's native paid partnership label actually falls short if it's not paired with explicit caption disclosures. The feature can be buggy, it gets hidden on certain devices, and it honestly doesn't clearly explain the specific financial relationship. Always back it up in your own text.
Let's tie this all back to our hyper-effective comment-to-DM strategy. Since you're using automation for those massive conversion rates, remember that the automated DM you send is still a promotional FTC vehicle. It absolutely must contain the disclosure text inside the private message itself. A really great best practice here is to set a global disclosure footer on your DM automation tools so you literally can't forget it. Oh, and definitely take some time this week to audit any old triggers you might still have running in the background.
As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a final thought. You now have the exact blueprint to create an asset from your own unique voice in 10 minutes, host it globally without any friction, and market it automatically with absolute legal safety. But, knowing the rules and mastering the creative game are two very different things. So ask yourself, are you building a resilient business, or are you just adding to the internet's AI soup? And maybe more importantly, what other hidden marketing traps are currently costing you thousands without you even realizing it? Keep digging, and we'll see you next time.